Alright, so currently I am on the update 39 PTS, where we can test a bunch of changes coming to the Elder Scrolls Online, and a couple of changes that struck me as significant were the two class changes for Nightblade and the Sorcerer class, and it's in regards to the Bound Armaments change and the Merciless Resolve change, or Grim Focus change for the Nightblade. Here I'll show you what it is. So, Bound Armaments for the Sorcerer. Now it reads, while slotted on either ability bar, your light and heavy attacks summon a bound weapon for 10 seconds up to 4 times. Fully charged heavy attacks grant 2 stacks. When you have one or more bound weapon active, you can activate the ability to arm the weapons, causing them to strike your target for X physical damage every 0.3 seconds. While slotted, your max damage is increased by 8%. Big thing about this is the change is that you no longer need to activate the bound armaments itself. It's basically active all the time, and regardless of whether you have it on this bar or the other bar, which is not a change, you'll generate a stack of bound armaments. So base game wise, they also made it, at least for the UI, when you have all 4 stacks active, they've highlighted it a bit more, so it's a bit easier to see, which is a nice quality change, I guess, combat-wise for console players. Fully charged heavy attacks is a change. So Merciless Resolve, Grim Focus, if you heavy attacked on the Nightblade with it active, it'll grant you 2 stacks for the bow proc, instead of just 1, like a light attack. So that's the second change for this. So we'll kind of see how this works. As you can see, I've entered combat. And that base game UI right there, I'm not using fancy action bar right now or whatever for it. That's what it looks like on the screen. I'll kind of zoom in closer for you guys in the video. And yeah, you don't have to activate it. The only time you activate it is when you have 1 stack up, or 2 stacks up, or 3 stacks up, or 4 stacks up. So this definitely makes it a little easier in terms of rotation, because now you have less, one less GCD or global cooldown to worry about for casting the skill, for activating it. And I feel like it does improve the combat flow of the Sorc a bit, in terms of like not needing to reactivating bound armaments. So yeah, that's what it looks like on the PTS right now. And I'll show in the back bar, so I have 3 stacks. If I attack on the back bar once, I get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here on the Nightblade, it's pretty much the same thing. Notice that I cannot activate Merciless Resolve or whatever morph of it, because it applies to both morphs. Yep. Can't activate even if I'm targeting it. I have to generate the light attacks either on this bar, this bar, this bar, or this bar. Doesn't really matter. And as you can see, the base game UI has also been changed. It's a bit of more golden glow, not a silver glow, compared to the Bound Armaments glow. And here you go. You just put that up. Again, really nice. I feel like quality of life voice for combat. I think some people will be like, oh, it makes it easier, but I feel like it's not just easier in terms of like mechanical rotation, but I think it's just more natural. Like it flows more nicely without an interrupt, some sort of obstacle in your combat that suddenly you have to activate a skill that is an offensive skill, but it's not actually going off. Now, one change with this is that while they did remove the cost to activate either Bound Armaments or this one, they've increased the cost of the actual bow proc itself to be about 1,890 stammer mag, depending on the morph, as you can see by my attribute bars. And this is just to make up for the fact that you no longer need to activate it. So they don't want you to be getting away with too much sustain, I suppose. Another thing too, which is really nice, they actually finally updated the tooltip for Merciless Resolve, is fully charged heavy attacks grant 2 stacks. While a lot of players knew about it, it just was never said on the tooltip for whatever reason, and that's great. I want to show you guys for one last thing before I let you guys go. Is going to be the other morph of the skill. And the other morph of the skill is Relentless Focus, which was also changed. So now it increases the amount of weapon and spell damage each stack grants to 80 at rank 4, rather than increasing the duration of the buff, since the buff no longer has a duration. And they cost like 200-ish more, or almost 200 stamina more to actually proc it, but that's not really too much of a big deal. So yeah, pretty nice change for this one as well. And that's really it. What do you guys think about the change to Grim Focus and Battle Armaments? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Appreciate it. See you guys next time.